In this video, we are going to create a complete SaaS for voice calling agents. And the best thing is we are doing this with only prompts, and you can build this once and use it for multiple clients. So at the end of this video, you will know everything you need to know to build a complete SaaS app. So let's dive in. Okay, so we are going to create an AI agent in Lovable with just a few prompts. But how we do that is we are using Twilio for this to make sure that we can actually start calling our AI agent. And this is something you can make for hairdressers or any other service related business. And the nice thing is we are not creating one workflow. We are creating a SaaS app. So everything that we build can be used by multiple businesses. And if you're new to this channel, this is the build loop library where for all the videos that I make, I put all the prompts right in here, so you can just copy paste it and use it for your own projects. For now, we are going to use this one. So what we do is we have this very large prompt here, which basically explains everything we need to do, or actually what Lovable needs to do. So this contains all the information about pages, features, and specific syntax on how to integrate it. For now, I'm not going through this because it's a very long prompt. If you're interested in understanding everything about this, you can go to the build loop library and check it out for yourself. But for now, we can just click on copy right here and we can paste it directly in Lovable. We can then just run it and from there start the iterative process on fine-tuning where needed, fixing some bugs, and believe me, this is gonna be insane. So let me run it and see what it comes up with. Very quickly, if you're enjoying this video and learning anything from it and you are not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It is the only thing I'm asking for in return for those videos. It just really helps me to grow my channel, and in return it will help you create the most amazing AI apps. So I think a pretty fair deal. But enough chit chat. Let's dive back into the video. Okay, perfect. So it has been working for a pretty long time. It is now asking us for our OpenAI API key, our recent API key, our Twilio account SID, our Twilio auth token, and our Twilio phone number. So this is a lot, and I will explain everything so you will know exactly where to find those values. So the first thing that we are going to get is our OpenAI API key. So we go to OpenAI. You need an account, you need to add your credit card to it. You can also use another voice model if you want, but we go right here to API keys. You can create a new secret key. Let's call it voice agent. We select a project. For now, default is fine. We create it. We can copy it right here. We can go back to Lovable and paste it. Then our recent API key is for the actual voice model. So this makes sure that we can actually speak with someone. Our recent API key is for the actual emailing. So someone calls a business, they make an appointment, and obviously they want a confirmation in their email. So let's go to recent. You can create a free plan right here. You can create a new API key. So let's call it voice agent as well. We can then copy it. We can go to Lovable and we paste it. You can just use the free plan. It is really good and you can send up to 100 emails per day with it. And then our Twilio account SID. Okay, so if you're inside your Twilio, you can also create a free account right here. You can click on account dashboard. Then you land on this page. You can click on custom. You then scroll down. You have your account SID right here. So we copy this one. We paste it. We go back. We get our auth token. We paste that right here. And then we have our phone number. And if you don't yet have a phone number, you can go to phone numbers right here. You can click on manage and then click on buy a number. It's all pretty straightforward. You then have your account info right here. So for now, let's copy this one, go back and paste it. Okay, perfect. Let's submit it and then test our actual app out. So we now got our platform ready. The next thing that we can do is we have this critical setup step. And we need to configure our Twilio webhook to Twilio. And I will explain something about this because this can be a bit weird, right? Okay, so we get a URL and this is supposed to be our voice agent. Yes, it is a voice agent and it is actually a function that we can call from Twilio. And if we go to cloud, we go to edge functions, we have all of our functions right here. So we have our Google Calendar check, we have our Google Calendar create, we have a real-time session, we have a send owner notification, we have a send SMS and a Twilio voice. And these are all the functions that we string together into our voice agent with tools like, for example, Google Calendar check. So right now what we can do is we can copy this URL like this. We can then go to Twilio. You can then click on phone numbers, manage active numbers, and then right here you can see all your phone numbers. So for now I have this number, I can click on it and I can go to the configure tab. From here we need to scroll down a little to the a call comes in webhook. and then we have our URL which we can paste, and that's basically it. We now connected our agent that we've created in Lovable and connected it to our Twilio number. So we can scroll down, click on save configuration, and that's it. And as you can read right here, we still need to verify our domain, which we already did. But if you're adding a new domain to your resend to verify it. In our resend, you can go to domains, and right here I have my buildloop.ai domain already verified. So that is not needed right now. But what we need to do is add our Google Calendar. So the system works without our Google Calendar, but this is our unique edge. It really understands the open slots in our calendar and plan based on that. So what we'll now do is we'll just use the voice button right here and explain what we want. We will then gather the documentation for the Google Calendar and put it all together into one voice agent, which I will also demo in a second. But first we need to make sure that the complete setup is done. So we now want to add our Google Calendar. I know it's optional, but it's very important that it understands the open slots in our calendar and plan new appointments based on the open slots. So let's now implement that right now. I'll give you all the environmental variables that you need. I'll also provide you some documentation so you really understand how to correctly integrate it into our existing system. So here is the documentation. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is we need to go to our Google Cloud Console. And if you have a Google account, which I think 99% of people have, you can very simply just go to your Google Cloud Console. You might need to add some payment information to it as well, but you need to go to OAuth consent screen. But if you have a struggle setting this up, which I think all of you can do, but if you have some struggle, you can also ask ChatGPT or Claude to help you with it. Once you're in, go to your OAuth consent screen and go to clients. And we now need to create a new client. And what we want is we want to enable our calendar API. And we have our Google Calendar API right here. You need to make sure that you enable the API, and once you've done that, we can get our credentials and it understands how to use the calendar. So we also have our documentation right here. So we can click on quick starts, and I will put the prompt that I'm currently writing in the build loop library as well. So you don't need to do all this manual work. You can just grab the prompt that I used and use it for your own project. So what we'll do is we can just copy the whole page, throw it into Lovable. So everyone who uses our app can add a calendar to it, and it is basically a user-based system. So we need to make sure that people have an account, that they can then add their Google Calendar to their account, and based on that, do the calls. So let's run this and see how far it comes. Okay, perfect. So we can now sign in and sign up for an account. So let's do that. We can then click on calendar, and we have our credentials right here. So we can open this in the preview tab. For now, let's just manually get our client ID and our API key and start testing the actual agent functionality out. And I hope you see that we can really create any platform that we want with integrations that we want, and we have a scalable solution straight away. So we can go to our Google Cloud Console and create a new client. We click web application, we say voice agent. We then need to get the URL from our app like this and paste it right here. Also get this one right here. We can then click on create and get our credentials. So right here we have our client ID, we can copy it, we can go back, we can paste it right here, and we have our client secret as well. We get that right here and we click on save credentials. Perfect, so they are saved. We can click on connect Google Calendar. So if we do that, we have this screen. We can then click on our account, click on continue. So it needs to see, edit and share things from our calendar. We can click on continue, and it has been added. Right now we can check if everything went correctly by going to the database, checking our profiles, and we now just need to start testing out our AI agent and see if everything is working. So we have this live demo right here, which if we click it, we hopefully can start talking to our AI agent. So, hello.
Hello, how can I assist you today?
Hey, so I want to make a reservation for the hair trimmer.
Sure, I can help with that. Could you please provide me with your preferred date and time for the appointment?
Yeah, so I was thinking on maybe tomorrow, the 6th of November 2025 at 3.
I'll check the availability for a hair trimmer appointment on November 6th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Please hold on a moment.
Okay, so as you can see, this is already looking pretty good. We can already have a conversation with it, and we did not do anything about this. It is just using the OpenAI functionality for the voice. And yeah, we can now go back to our Lovable. We can go to cloud, we can go to edge functions, and you will see here that real-time session is working. We can also click on our Google Calendar check, click on view logs, and see that nothing is here. And this is actually the debugging that you need to understand. You don't need to stress out if something is not working. Right now it said, okay, I'm gonna have a look at the calendar and come back to you. That is not something we want. We just want this to be very seamless, and that is not seamless. Like saying, okay, I will get back to you. It doesn't make sense. So we will now actually tell Lovable what was happening and how we want to see that different. So hey, we tested out the AI agent, the voice agent, in our app, live demo. To be honest, the quality was pretty good, but it didn't really use the calendar. So it said, I will check the calendar for any availability. But yeah, this was not working. Also, it didn't call the check Google Calendar function. So I think we might want to be able to specify in our calendar one which calendar we actually want to check for availability for. Can you please implement that so that we can just test it out once again and then check if it is actually using the calendar and is also looking for free spots. Okay, perfect. So it has loaded. We can now just start testing it out once again and say the following. Hello.
Hi there. How can I assist you today?
So I want an appointment for the hair trimmer tomorrow, the 6th of November at 3 p.m. please.
I can help you with that. You're in luck. There's an available slot for a hair trim tomorrow at 3 p.m. Would you like me to book it for you?
Yes, please.
Great. I've booked your hair trim appointment for tomorrow, November 6th at 3 p.m. You're all set. If you need to make any changes, feel free to let me know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you have
Okay, so this was already way better. Let's now actually see if it has worked. Did it actually check the calendar? Okay, so it did once again not check the calendar. So we'll just ask it to fix that again. Hey, so it still did not check the Google Calendar check because when I look at the logs, nothing pops up. We have no invocations, literally nothing. It just seems to not being called. So can you please make sure that we are actually calling this function so we can from there also see in the logs what is happening, how it is checking availability, what the available slots are, so we can really fine tune this voice agent. Okay, let's run this and then test it out again. Okay, perfect. So this is not going so seamless. We have a few iterations for it to actually work, but at the end we'll get there and it will be working perfectly. But this is a process that we just need to get through, just see what needs to be changed, have the patience for Lovable to fix it, and from there your product will actually become better and better. Once again, very shortly, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me, but let's get back into the video. Enough talking. So let's test it out once again. We'll just click this one and say the following. Hi there.
Hello. How can I assist you today? Would you like to book a haircut, hair coloring, or styling appointment?
I would like to have a haircut, please.
Great choice. When would you prefer to come in for your haircut?
I was thinking about tomorrow, the 6th of November.
We have openings for a haircut tomorrow, November 6th. Would you like to come in at 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m., or 9:30 a.m.?
Yes, please. So let's go for 9:30, please.
9:30 a.m. is available for your haircut tomorrow. Could I have your full name, phone number, and email address to book the appointment?
Yes, please. My full name is Luc Alleman.
Thank you, Luke. Just to confirm, say that's LUUK at ALEMAN.NL, correct?
Perfect.
Perfect. I've booked your haircut for November 6th at 9:30 a.m. We'll send a confirmation to Luke at elemen.nl. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. So this was already way better. We now need to check if everything indeed went correctly, so we can go to our appointments, and right here we have it. So we have our phone number, we have our time, we have our date, we have our time, we have the specific type of hair, we have the specific type of service. It's only not formatted that nice, but it's right here. So this is looking really good. We can now go to cloud, we can go to Edge functions, and right here we have our Google Calendar check, which shows all the logic that is happening under the hood. So we are having a specific time that we want to suggest. We then check if we can match it actually, and this is already looking really good. We check a specific calendar, and this is all set up in our business settings. So what we can do right here is we can change our available services, but we also have our Google Calendar ID. So for now, the primary calendar is fine. Now the only thing that is not happening yet is it is not pushing the appointment to the actual calendar. So that is the next thing that we now need to implement. So how we do that is we just ask Lovable to fix it. So if we look at our Edge functions, you can see that a Google Calendar create function is already there, but it just has never been called yet. So we'll just say the following. Hey, so currently when we are booking something, so we are creating an appointment, we correctly store it in our own database, but it is not pushing it to our Google Calendar. It is also not calling it, so we see no invocations in the Google Calendar create function. So please make sure that once an appointment is made, we push that to our calendar. Okay, perfect. So it has loaded. And one thing, we are obviously testing this inside of our Lovable app, but we will also implement it with Twilio in a second and test out if that is already working as well. But for now, let's just make sure that we fine tune it in here, because otherwise we are just calling the whole time. And this is a very quick way to test out the capabilities, and the overall process will be faster because of it. So let's call it. Hello, I would like to get a haircut tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. So that would be the 6th of November, please.
Hello, I'd be happy to help you with that. Let me check the availability for a haircut tomorrow, November 6th at 9:30 a.m. I'm sorry, but 9:30 a.m. isn't available. However, we do have openings at 10:30 a.m., 10:45 a.m., and 11 a.m.
Let's go for 11 a.m., please.
Great. The 11 a.m. slot is available. May I have your full name, phone number, and email address to book your appointment? Perfect. I've booked your haircut for November 6th at 11 a.m. We'll send a confirmation to Luke at Alaman NL.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. So we added another appointment, and as you can see here, it was correctly added. We now need to check if it was actually calling our Edge function for the Google Calendar creation, and it did. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, let's now go to my calendar and see if it was actually created. Okay, perfect. So we got our appointment right here for the correct time. Everything was done correctly. The only thing that we now need to make sure of is we need to get an actual email for the confirmation of our appointment. And that is something that was not fixed yet. So we'll go back to Lovable and say the following. Okay, perfect. So everything is now working very nicely. The only thing that we need to fix is when we have an appointment, we want to confirm this to our customer by sending them an email. We get their email and then use that email to send out the confirmation. This can come from the domain buildloop.ai, and we need to send it to our customers. So let's run this, then test out the process once again and see if that is working. And then we have an actual product already. So that's really cool. Please book an appointment for a haircut tomorrow at 12. Make sure to send a confirmation to Luke at alleman.nl. It's Dutch, so LUUK at ALLEMANL.
Hello, I'd be happy to help with that. Let's book your haircut appointment. Could you please provide your full name and phone number? I'll confirm all the details for you. Also, let me repeat your email address to make sure I've got it right. That's LUUK at ALLEMANL, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And it's actually, my first name is Luke and my last name is Alleman. And my phone number is 0655443322.
Perfect. I've booked your haircut for tomorrow, November 6th at 12 noon. We'll send a confirmation to Luke at alleman.nl. If you need to make any changes...
No, it's all right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 12 noon for your haircut.
Okay, so the appointment is made. As you can see here, it is added. We have it in our calendar right here. And if we now go to my email, we right here have our AI booking assistant with our appointment that has been confirmed for a haircut with my name, the service, the date, and the time. So this is perfect. This is the whole process that we want. The last step we now need to take is to make sure that we can also call the number, obviously. So how we do that is I will just demo it and see if the whole process is now already working exactly how we want. So I will go to Twilio and I have the phone number right here. So we go to account dashboard. We can then go to custom and you have your phone number right here. So let's call that. Hello.
Hi, you've reached Demo Salon. I can help you book an appointment. What service do you...
Okay, so what we see right now is we have created our live demo, which is now actually fine-tuned exactly how we want it. But this demo is not used for the actual Twilio endpoint. So we'll just ask Lovable to fix this. Hey, so we have our AI appointment booking demo, which we completely fine-tuned with all the functionality, all the features that we wish. But currently, when we are calling our Twilio phone number, it gets to a different agent. And we want to make sure that when we call our Twilio endpoint or our Twilio phone number, it will be speaking with our live demo agent. So those are actually the same. Those are not two different agents. It is really one agent for both of them, and the live demo one is actually the correct one. Okay, perfect. So it has loaded. We can call the number once again.
Hello, how can I help you today? Are you looking to book an appointment for a haircut, hair coloring, or styling?
I think a haircut for the day after tomorrow. So that's Friday, 7th of November, sorry.
Great. We have several slots available for a haircut on Friday, November 7th. Here are a few options. 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Which time?
I think 9:30 is fine.
9:30 a.m. is available for your haircut. May I have your full name, phone number, and email address, please? Thank you, Luke. Just to confirm, your email is luke@alleman.nl, correct?
Yeah, correct. Okay, perfect. So as you can see here, I get this right here, and that's the email with the confirmation for the booking. So all of this is working so seamless. We can now check our appointments right here. So as you can see, we have this one. Obviously the styling and everything we can adjust. But it's so nice that we can build this one time for multiple businesses. We have a front end immediately, get all the prompts from the prompt loop library. You can replicate this in just a few prompts. Also, check out our community with builders. I mean, you've been watching this complete video, and I'm pretty sure that if you have the patience to watch this complete video, you would also like all the content in our community. So I will put a link down in the description. Thanks for watching this complete video. I hope you learned anything from it and you are now very busy building your own AI SaaS. If you have any questions, just drop a comment and I will try to answer all of them. Also, you have watched this video until the end, so I'm pretty sure you're interested in all my other videos as well. So if you're not subscribed yet, please make sure to do so, and then I will see you in the next video. Oh, and if you are a subscriber already, thanks.